Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Next Level, your local home for all things video games. This is your host, Eddie the Fishman Fisher, joined today by Mark Zimmerman.
Hey.
He's back.
He's back. Marky Mark.
In the house. Back in the saddle again.
I thought you were going to say sack, and I got a little weirded out.
No.
For some reason.
Unfortunately not.
All right. That's good. Well, hey, also here is Brandon DeVille.
That's right.
That's right.
Together again.
Back at it.
Back at it.
Couple of weeks.
Disney World's
3
over.
weeks away. Is it
Child
true?
surgeries are over.
Yeah.
Hopefully for a while.
Mark and I are.
Child surgery? Oh, yeah. That's right.
My
You
son had
that.
his tonsils out last week, so that's why I wasn't here.
I was like, what did I miss? Who's dying? I was like, oh, right.
Nobody, thankfully.
Yeah, that's
Mark
good.
and I survived the big, huge release of
Oh, man.
the holiday.
I think.
Oh, boy. It's looming.
I think this is going to be the first, I think, real major impact on physical versus digital.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. This is the first time they're really going to, I think, feel it.
Yeah.
Because we had people canceling. They were still buying from us, but they were canceling physical all day long to go digital because of game sharing. And
Oh, yeah.
But numerous guys had the exact same, guys that didn't even know each other had the same excuse, really, was, hey, this is an online multiplayer game only.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm
Why do
playing
I buy the
Spider-Man
disc?
or I'm playing whatever Tomb Raider and I've got a disc in the system, my buddy pops on, hey, let's play Call of Duty. I just boom, it's right there on
that's
my
what
hard drive versus
that's what I do
getting
with
up
fighting
and swap,
games and everything.
I'm like,
absolutely.
I can respect that, know,
And just so everyone knows what we're talking about,
Black
it's Call of
Ops.
Duty Black
Black
Ops
Ops,
4,
yeah.
just in case you weren't aware.
that Bob's 4.
Right.
So I will say, though, it's insane to me that, what is this? Is like the highest selling game on PlayStation ever or something like that?
Really?
Or the first, it's like, I wrote it in the news.
And it broke some records. I didn't see which ones they were.
Until next week.
But, yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's what's going to happen.
Makes me
Like,
nuts.
we're not
Right.
prepared at all for
No.
Red Dead, and it's
No.
going to just completely blindside us, which I've been saying for the last 6 months to my bosses, and they're just like,
And even
Call
if
of
it
Duty.
isn't, even if it's like not day one, like the masses
gonna
will
have
come in
legs, man.
afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just.
Yep. Dude,
Did you
look
do
at GTA 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dead Island was like that too. When Dead Island came out, it was not very big title, and then
then
all
it
of a sudden
caught
it just caught on.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's Black Ops 4 breaks Activision's and PlayStation Store first day digital sales records.
Wow.
Yeah.
So-
well, digital sales.
Well,
records,
I guess
there you
we're
go.
done with campaigns for Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Which is funny because everybody was like, oh, no, whatever, not a big deal. Not a big deal. There's no campaign. That's fine. And the game is now out, and they're like, where's the campaign? There's no campaign.
I haven't started playing it yet. I loaded onto my system.
I was going to play last night, but Jamie.
But I hear there's like small hero mini campaigns.
Yeah, it's kind of like how like Titanfall does it, where it's still multiplayer stuff, but there's
it's like integrated into the multiplayer,
Okay.
I think, in some aspects.
So there's kind of like
there's still a story
Yeah.
right.
kind of in the multiplayer.
Right.
See, it's funny because I would always see a lot of people complaining on the internet about how there's
People complaining on the internet.
Well,
Never.
They would complain about like, no single player, no buy, no way. And then every review that I have seen has been talking about how
9.5
they took the gambit of like doing no single player, and it paid off like exponentially for them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I mean, Call of Duty hasn't had to do a single player in quite a few years.
Yeah. Like, have you
Like
guys?
Advanced Warfare was decent.
Yeah.
That story was all right, but nobody plays it.
I mean, I did.
So take it out. Well, I know, but when you look at like statistics, I'm sure they can access
absolutely.
that and see like who played. And I think they did. They released some numbers on like who played a few hours into the campaign.
Yeah.
It was just
that was
super tiny that you're like, why even make it?
Yeah.
When,
And that
when you're
was true with
spending
even Call of
millions of
Duty 4.
dollars. Yeah, when you're spending millions of dollars on a team to put together a campaign, it's not worth it.
And nobody plays
Nobody
it.
plays
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So.
And the one I remember most, like before the show we were discussing, was Warfare 2's campaign because of No Russian. That's why I remember most of Warfare 2 campaign.
Right.
But the rest of them, I remember some parts of, was it Atlas in Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, Atlas.
Like
So
when
let
they
me
the
break
weapons
throw
down
Kevin
Call of
Spacey off
Duty,
the roof and stuff.
Modern Warfare, man. Like, so there's this Captain Price. He's in it, and you save him on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And then, actually, no, you don't. That's not even true. He's in the helicopter. You go.
No, yeah, he's in a helicopter, yeah. But which one was the ending where you threw that
That was
knife in the
number
guy's
2.
eye? Was that number 2?
Yeah. Because
okay.
the first one, oh man,
That was
okay.
That was
so
with a
I will
nuke.
remember. Well, yeah, the first one had the nuke.
But that was like halfway through the game, though, wasn't it?
It was, but
Yeah.
the ending to the first one was you're all dying at the end, and the bad guy's just walking up, shooting everyone in the face. He shoots poor Gaz. Oh, Gaz, my boy Gaz gets shot in the face. But like Captain Price does that. They do that slow motion. He slides you the pistol, and you have to pull it up and shoot the guy in the face before he.
That's what I was thinking of. That's the
Yeah.
that's the first one. The first Warfare.
Yeah, but the second one's the one where you
The
throw a
knife.
knife in his
Oh,
face.
okay.
Yeah.
So
It's kinda the
it's
same
very yes. It's basically the same thing. Like somehow you get something slit in, you throw it or shoot it or whatever. But I remember thinking the ending of that first one was so rad. I like the moment I turned that or I turned it off. The moment I finished that campaign, I started it again. Like
Yeah.
and granted, back then it was like I lived in New Era and I didn't have the internet. I had 56K, you know.
There you go.
Just
Damn.
really screaming out there
Playing
next
that
to the Stony
multiplayer
Lake.
56K.
But no, like I remember thinking for me, and the reason we were talking about the Modern Warfare stuff, like 4 will always be the big campaign for me because it was the one, like the campaign and the multiplayer. It changed everything to me because like I remember thinking, you remember in the first spot and you're being dragged in first person to get like executed. I was like, this is where the good guys come in and they kick down the door and you pow, 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 and then you start playing the mission. It's gonna be balls crazy. It's gonna be nuts, and then you just die.
Yep.
And I was like, what?
What?
I actually like
Yeah.
I jumped back when that happened. I was like, holy cow! I can't believe that this just went down. And then they just kept doing that kind of stuff, like subverting expectations of what shooters typically do. And I mean, of course, everyone knows why the multiplayer was such a big deal back then. So. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Which one had the poop grenade? Was that, was that Warfare 2?
There's a poop grenade?
It was that perk. We'd call it the poop grenade.
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
that
would
started in
die
4.
and you drop
That
the
started in
grenade and
4.
it would blow up.
Yeah, that was one of the perks, and it was annoying.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
Was there Martyrdom? Was the one where you could...
That's the one.
Is that the one?
That's
Okay.
what it was.
There's the other one
Poop
where you
grenade's
got
funny, more funny.
died. I think it was
Funnier.
Black Ops 1. And you had like a pistol after that and you could shoot.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
That's like the Last
People
Stand.
like
where
Last
you can
Stand,
still
that's-
shoot while
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Some
I think
games
that was in Modern Warfare 2 as well.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, though.
That's what whenever we play Ghost Recon, I'm like, why does this game have a Last Stand? Like,
Right.
this is stupid. Like, why can't I be shooting right now?
Right?
So.
Too busy holding my guts in after fighting
Jamie,
that predator.
get over here.
Oh, he's never going to know.
He's taking off the helicopters and like I'm just
Nice.
dying on the ground. Anyway,
So how's everyone else doing outside of surviving Call of Duty?
all right. A little
That's
tired.
about it. Yeah, a little tired.
A little tired.
That's about it.
Just a little bit. There's a lot going on.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you guys
just
are getting into
Bam,
like
bam,
your
bam,
holiday
bam.
stuff.
It's
and,
just nonstop.
yeah.
You finish up one project, you button something up, and you're like,
You just take a little
okay,
breather. You go,
and then bam,
and then
your emails lighting up, and
yeah. One more thing. One more
phone's
thing.
ringing.
And then you have new people.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, you got
That's
all the
great.
holiday. Ugh. So did you guys get a chance to like play anything, or just too busy even for that? Probably.
I played a little bit of Mario Odyssey today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm almost to the complete end.
Like the
all the
actual
moons?
like,
Yeah.
Like not all of the moons,
Oh,
but,
but like the secret level that you get after getting 500 stars.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'm even close to 500.
Okay.
but I'm
Well, don't worry, you can just buy them all.
right. I don't know. I have never got around to beating that game just because I want to stretch that game out as long as I can because when you beat it,
You just got it done.
there's no more Mario Odyssey.
Well, you can go back and find all the moons.
Right,
And
that's
there's other
true.
challenges, things
That's
like
true.
that too.
I
You
just
just go back
I
and
love
play
to go
3D
through that
Land
super
like I was
slow.
doing.
Yeah, we need a Port of Galaxy 1 and 2. Just
Yeah.
port that to the Switch. I'll be happy
Absolutely.
because the motion controls aren't that important.
No, and I mean the Joy-Cons have motion controls if
Yeah.
you really couldn't figure your way around it. But I mean, outside of the pointer and that's the thing. Like I guess even if it needed the pointer stuff for some of that stuff in
They just
Galaxy
do what
2.
they did with
It'd be like Captain Toad, which
Captain
is super
Toad, yeah.
annoying.
They'd have the stupid little pointer.
Yeah.
Well, no, you could just make it
The motion
so.
pointer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just have it where you pull a trigger or something, and then you just the thing pops up on the screen.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they should have with Captain Toad, and they didn't. So I doubt they would do that with Galaxy as well.
That's fair.
But they probably would do it with Galaxy and be like, yeah, screw you, Captain Toad. And
Right.
Yeah, you're so stupid with your
Stupid Toad.
Was that your hat or is that your
Idiot, like
head?
that one
Is that a head or a
idiot
head?
Mark that plays this game?
You'll,
and
you'll
screw
never
him.
know. You'll never know. But yeah, I
Never.
just a little bit of Switch, play a little bit of
Okay.
something, just a little something,
It's a little something,
Little
something.
something, yeah.
Mark, you do anything?
You know, I really wanted to go back and button up Spider-Man before Red Dead.
You got to do it.
But
finish it before Red Dead. Just finish it. Otherwise, you'll never play it.
They finally patched all the glitch trophies in Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So I'm going back, and I'm really super close to 100%. Like, super close. So trying to get that all done. But, yeah, so there was a bunch of glitch trophies you couldn't get. They patched it 1.05. And this is going back to, like, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
They had that horrible... some people said it was horrible. It wasn't that bad, but they had some button lag in the game.
I don't remember that.
I thought it was fine.
Like,
it was just like
day one, it was just like base game.
For the first I think the first 2 patches had button lag, or so people claimed it did. I didn't really notice it.
I played through it like pretty much right when it came out, and I didn't notice it at all.
So they patch Rise, they patch the button lag, but then that like destroys the frame rate.
Oh, of course.
So they have to patch
the patch.
You know, yeah. So it's happening again now with Shadow, where 1.05 came out, which patched the glitch trophies, and now this patch to patch the trophies, the audio is all screwed up. So basically, anything NPC or ambient sound is all stuck on the right channel of your surround sound system.
Oh, geez.
So like if you're next to like a base camp, a campfire,
Yeah.
and you swing the camera, it's always in the right channel. It doesn't move at all. And so you go through the largest hub in the game, that Paititi area, that big village, and you hear all the horns and the villagers. It's all through the right channel. It's super annoying.
Yeah, that would be extremely.
So it's like, and now they got to try to
Yeah.
patch this.
Absolutely.
So what's going to be broken again after they patch that? But I'm at the point now where probably the next night or two I'll have it done, and I'll just be like, whatever. And
So
if they patch it, they patch. If not, whatever.
So this
still a
this
good
goes
game.
up on Monday. Red Dead is how long from then?
Red Dead is a week from this Friday.
It's not this Thursday, Friday, but the Friday
it's
after.
not this Thursday.
Okay.
It's the 25th, Thursday night. We release it at 9, and then the official release is Friday the 26th.
So you've got time.
So
to
I've got
finish
almost
Spider-Man.
2 full
No,
weeks.
okay.
Yeah,
A little bit. Well, he's going to be playing Soul Calibur.
and I got Soul Calibur on this Friday.
Oh,
But
come on.
realistically, if I just shotgun if I shotgun Spider-Man,
Yeah, I mean,
10 hours.
yeah, maybe.
Really? How
Yeah.
long is that? Like the campaign?
The campaign's. I don't know. It doesn't
Some
seem
guy
like
was
super
telling me
long
the
or
other day
anything.
that they were at one point. Insomniac was promising like 50 hours of just story campaign.
No, that'd be
I think it's
wrong.
like
And I'm like-
25 or 30 for just campaign, and then extra stuff might be 50.
Because I thought it was like maybe 10 to 15 story, then 25 for everything.
I feel like 10 to 15 seems more accurate
Really?
to just
Okay.
plowing through the story. Maybe it's
that's what I'm
because
gonna
I
do. I'll just
spent a lot of
I'll
time
just
playing it. I
shotgun
didn't realize.
because I want to finish it before Red Dead.
Right.
Yeah. Well, how far did you get? Like, where are you?
Oh my gosh,
What's the-
I've been playing that game in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
I really don't remember, to be honest. I mean, I remember getting the newer suits, and then
Which is like the beginning.
I
of
got
the
through
game.
the first. I got through the first night cycle.
Okay. Do you know if
So
you got
I
the trophy
did-
for
I did-
chapter 2?
I did the first Mary Jane mission. I did that in the museum,
Okay.
and I think that's some stuff after that. And I really don't remember.
Okay.
be
Yeah.
fair.
So you basically still at the beginning.
Okay. So I'll probably go back and hopefully get that done.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, it's just nothing. I've been so busy with work and just family stuff. And
Yeah.
This is the best time for video games and the worst time
It
for
is.
video
Yep.
game
It is.
employees.
And
Yeah,
that's like
absolutely right.
in like the last week and a half, like we've had a lot of rain and dreary, just
yeah.
bad weather, which I like that kind of stuff. I like
Right.
cloudy days. I like rain, and I'm just like, man, this is a perfect day to just be playing some games.
Yep.
And I'm stuck at work, or I got chores around the house, and it's like, man,
Yeah.
just,
Well, let me tell you about all the games that I played.
Yeah, because Eddie had that holiday on Monday.
yeah, Columbus Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we
What a holiday.
celebrating that guy?
Let's celebrate the guy that
Great
brought diseases to America.
Let's celebrate the guy who thought he was going somewhere else and said, "This is England," right? That's him.
Yeah.
All right. So
Have you found like why are they closed on Columbus Day? Like
It's
why
a
are the
national
banks-
holiday.
Why?
I don't question those things.
No.
If they want to pay me to,
You've got 12 free PTO days a year that I get paid for on top of everything else I get.
yeah.
I'm
They're
taking
just
a
not
personal day
scheduled.
on Columbus Day.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
No, I've been just kind of like, still just kind of fiddle tooting around, as they say.
Fiddle tootin'.
Thank you. Appreciate the use of the toot word. Appreciate you guys.
So I mean, like still rocking some PUBG a little bit here and there. Had some good matches still. Had some fun with that. I've been playing Friday the 13th. Just it's that time of the year.
Shout out to Eric.
Yeah, shout
That
out.
is free, by the way, on PSN.
That's right.
Free on PlayStation Plus. It's a decent game. Like it's hard to win if you don't know where everything's at, but
That's not the newest.
no, it's just base game.
Just the base game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It shows all the
Stuff you can
swimsuits in there, but I
Okay.
don't have any of them as far as I know. Nothing's
All right.
unlocked in that game.
I still
Hey.
have that game for Xbox One
Hey, now.
sealed
Yeah.
that I bought
I-
last year during like
That's gonna be a
Christmas or
collector's
holiday.
item.
Yeah. Maybe
I want to play that game like as like a Halloween video or something,
Yeah.
like get Eric in there, because then he could explain it and
Right.
walk us through it.
right.
But we'll see.
You got 5 hours to.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So, and Jason, in the Friday the 13th Part 2,
Oh, Mark.
we love you, Eric.
That's right.
Do we though? No, just kidding.
We do.
I haven't really just like dug deep into anything myself, really.
How's Firewall?
So Firewall is
If I skip to that, go.
no, that was the next thing I was going to
Okay.
talk about. Firewall 0 Hour is decent.
Okay.
So last night I spent time just kind of mucking around in it because you can play like a one person versus the AI attack or defend
Okay.
situation.
So there's a mode you can play offline.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
say
don't
it's
have to have
worth
Plus.
doing. Don't get the game if you don't have online, really.
Well, I got it for free.
And this is
so.
the one that what's his name?
Yeah.
That what's his name was talking about, where you can like throw grenades back and stuff, or is that?
You see, I wasn't sure because I don't know what button does that, but their highlight, like a grenade was thrown at me and it was highlighted red, so it was either like this will kill you or I could pick it up. I'm not sure. But it's basically like the game it's Rainbow Six Siege for the most part, but in VR.
I forget his name, but
It's probably accurate.
yeah.
I mean, it seems like that would be a thing the game would do, but it's I don't know. It's kind of basic right now, and I only played like a match with real humans today because I found out someone told me this. I did not know this is how they did it because I looked through a couple of my cases because my Plus ran out, and I was like, oh man, I gotta see if I got a free trial laying around here somewhere. But they're tied to the games, so if you don't have PlayStation Plus and say you load up Firewall, go hey, enjoy this 2-day trial, or hey, maybe buy a whole year of Plus. So that's kind of cool. So I have another day to try the online. But it's good. I mean, it controls well and stuff because obviously you're using the aim controller and it feels how it should. I switched to my pistol and just held it like a pistol, like the whole aim controller. I was like, this works. This feels okay.
Does that work like Farpoint mechanically, where wherever you aim, he'll just walk automatically?
Yes.
Because you can change that in Farpoint as well, but by default, that's how it's.
Yeah.
how
If
it's set up.
you're pushing up like in Farpoint, wherever you are looking is where forward is.
Okay.
And it does the camera stuff too. Like it'll say like, oh, do you want to have the black surrounding when you're sprinting, or do you not want to have it? Do you want to have smooth turning or not? So it's got a lot of different options. I could swap the sticks on day one, so I was happy about that.
Cool.
As a lefty,
Yeah.
moving on the right hand. That's stupid.
Yeah, Farpoint
it's
is like
good,
the one
though.
game so far that kind of made me a little.
Like really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just made me feel a little queasy playing it. Maybe just because the whole, like your hands are here, but you're looking. I don't know.
It could be.
Just
No,
this-
absolutely, yeah.
Resident Evil 7 was not a problem. Anything else I played
Yeah.
so far, that was the first game I've actually. Oh, I need to sit down for a minute, and
Yeah.
take a breather. But
I definitely had to take that game in bursts
Yeah.
at a couple
It's good.
points. But yeah, Did you ever get to like any of the boss stuff or anything?
I think the first one I did.
The giant.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the I don't know, space alien bug
Yeah.
thing.
it was like a spider or something.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
yeah.
It was kind of cool because it was like classic video game style boss.
Yeah,
Like you got to
it
do
was.
X objective to
Mhm.
get in there. But I walked right up to it and just like looked up.
The
I was like,
opening of that
"Holy
game was
cow."
cool too, like in the ship, and you watch it just all
Oh, yeah.
explode and
I
stuff.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
That's cool.
The game gets a lot better when you start fighting humanoid characters though with guns. It's
Okay.
cool because then you're like blind firing around corners and stuff. And that's kind of the cool thing about Firewall is I was hiding behind like a short wall. And I just like lifted my gun up and just like held it at the ready and was like blah blah blah. Shot a guy as he came out, and like the character I was using, because everyone has like a different like ability and you can do different loadouts. Loadouts seem pretty limited though. Like there's pick a gun and that's it. That's not like I'm putting different scopes and stuff on it. I don't think. But my guy could place like a proximity mine, I think is what it was, and so you could set up traps, or some people will have, I want to say like a heartbeat sensor style thing. But you got the little thing on your wrist too, which is kind of neat. So it seems cool. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a go before I decide if I want to hang on to it for now or not. Because it's like, man, I gotta pay attention to Red Dead for like budget, budget concerns.
I got the hookup for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Come see me.
Okay. But no, I didn't really play anything more than that. I just, I've been messing around with some NBA Live 18, just playing the one.
Was that
just cool, man?
Was that Lucas's face you put in there? Was that was?
That looks silly.
Which you talking about? It was
just a post you made the other day about.
Yeah. So I had I don't know if I posted that to the Facebook page.
I think it was just on your personal.
Yeah.
Your personal wall.
Because that one was Live 19. So this drives me nuts, right? So there's only the one app on the tablet and stuff to scan your face in and put it in the game. And for 18, I was like, oh, this looks pretty good, until I saw how good it looked when I made it in 19. I was like, this looks perfect.
Yeah.
That's me. And I spent so much time trying to get Lucas to sit still and scan his face in, because I knew he was going to think it was super cool.
Yeah.
And it
it
turned out like it did, man.
It
and
was very silly. It was just like,
because
yeah, they were
you're talking about that one. So I guess for those who are curious, that's me.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And then here's the scan of my son.
I can kind of see it.
But
a little bit. No,
I think it's
bit.
just
around the eyes. You can kind of see it.
I think,
so.
but I think it's stretching his tiny face around like a man's face there.
You think at this point they'd be able to? Because do they have to like rotate the camera around your face, or just do a picture in the front, picture on the side?
No, so I think 2K takes multiple pictures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least how it looks anyway. But they both act the same.
Okay.
So what it'll be is you line up in like an oval shape. Make sure your face is in the app.
Yeah.
And then you turn slowly to the right, back to center, and slowly to left, and then you're done. It does everything else. So like you can see like my actual face scan if you're watching the video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a little different than how it looks in the game, because it only gets the front of my face, so it looks like I have this horrible goatee and I'm bald.
Looks like Walter White, man. Look
A
at that.
little bit.
Jeez. Nice.
But then you get to add a haircut and stuff,
good.
and it looks so good.
It does look good, yeah. Was that?
Yeah, just he would, every time he would turn his face, it'd be like, okay, buddy, sit still. Finally get it after like a billion tries, and then he would do this. Like, no, slow. It would drive me nuts.
Was that a Tiger Woods game that first introduced that? I think it was like with the 360, like remember the Vision camera?
Well, technically, it was in Tony Hawk's
PS2.
A Pro Skater. Tony Hawk's Underground had it. Yeah, because we were
the
people
PS2
were people were scanning their butts.
The eye toy.
Well, because one of those, maybe it was the 360 one. It just pretty much like took a picture, like a photo of of your two sides of your face, and then just kind of like mapped it around the. It looked terrible. It was so bad.
Rainbow Six Vegas did that too, and it also was not very good. And plus, you couldn't wear a helmet like over. I think this is weird.
Yeah.
But the NBA, like, so I've seen like the 2K one versus like live stuff. A lot of people saying the live one's much better.
Yeah.
And I gotta say,
well, EA's been
I'm
doing it
pretty
for longer
impressed.
too, I think, haven't they?
I think so. Yeah, because they've been doing it for
Tiger Woods stuff and.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same technology or not, but their Game Face HD it's solid. It's good.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. I went back and I played 2K versus live again, because I always get super curious, and I personally like live better. I just think there's a fluidity to it that I prefer.
I've heard that live is kind of not, but they're slowly making progress back to.
Yeah, I would say
glory days
with 18 and the 1, like it's a huge gap, like closing in, but. They're missing modes. And so I haven't played 19 outside of the demo, and 19 feels real nice. But it's like, so they got the mechanics down, they've got the people down, and everything like is awesome about playing it. And the 1 stuff is super good, super well done. But they like 2K has the go hang out in the park, go shoot 21 with your buddies, or like just kind of make these different modes. I think Live 19 has it, but Live 18 doesn't have anything. It's like basically play a game, play a women's game, play the one, and that's it. So
who knows?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, outside of Geometry Wars 2, but that's always going to be a thing. Well, okay. Well, with that, we can. We'll take a. Wow, we're not very exciting here. We'll have a short show this week.
Cruising right along.
Yeah. We'll take a small break here, and we'll talk about some news. That's right. All right, and we are back. So we already talked about part of it. Black Ops 4 breaking all sorts of records and digital sales and everything. That's pretty cool. I want to say was there something else about Black Ops that we were going to mention? Maybe I'm making that up.
55 gig day one patch, but hey, who's keeping track?
Let's see. So Hellblade getting a physical release.
Finally.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
I know I was good.
Holding out for something.
Holding out. I'm like, I'm still holding out. I just had that feeling.
That's like me and Shovel Knight. I know Shovel Knight's going to get I think they announced that Shovel Knight's getting physical too.
Yeah.
I
think so.
I waited.
Did you see that Golf Story's getting a physical release on Switch as well? I sent that link to you.
Limited
limited
run.
That, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to get it.
Yeah.
But it's so hard because it's like, well, I haven't touched it in so long.
Yeah.
That's a good game. It's not good as a golf game.
Always just wait for those physical releases. You'll get them.
People are petitioning.
I'll probably get Hollow Knights.
The Castlevania one too, the Requiem.
Oh yeah.
The Rondo of Blood and the Shadow.
It's got to happen.
Which, by the way, did you see that it's the PSP version of the games?
So it's like cleaner and
it's the redone intro as well. They rewrote the whole script between Richter and Dracula.
Really?
So that miserable pile of secrets, that's all gone. That's
bad.
It's the rewritten PSP version.
How's the rewritten one go?
You can look it up, but it's just it's terrible.
I'm not happy about it.
It's better voice acting. The dialogu's better.
No,
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have that hammy.
It can't be better.
Hammy intro. Well, it's better as far as like actual writing and voice acting goes, but it's not better because it's not.
What
the
is a
original.
man, Mark? What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets. Have at you.
Now I gotta look. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
That's good though.
That's so weird. I don't know. It's weird because I like the Tactics remake because they rewrote everything in that. It sounds. Well, that one was like just. Someone must have translated and said, I don't know what they're saying. I think he's saying, you're dumb, now die. And really it's like, sir, we must think about the things and do what. And there's like a lot more dialogue. But that's a good remake, I think.
That's on the 26th as well.
What is?
That Castlevania collection.
Oh.
The Requiem, so.
Oh, I thought, you pre-ordered it before, right? Is that what
if
it
you
was?
pre-order on PSN, if you're a Plus, it's $15.99.
Okay.
But it's the same day as the season 2 on Netflix.
Oh, right.
So it's tied in, but it's also the same day as Red Dead. So I don't know. We'll see.
And speaking of Netflix, The Witcher. We talked about it getting its own series and all that kind of good stuff. They have found its Ciri. So, for those of you who don't know, Ciri is the adopted daughter of Geralt of Rivia. Adopted daughter of him and Yennefer. So they've cast Yennefer, Ciri, and I think they've shown the cast for a lot of people, but I don't know if they've necessarily said who they are.
Who is? I didn't see the name.
These are people I do not know. Let's see. I don't know if I have the Game Informer link, but the Polygon one actually had everyone's faces too. Let's see. All right. In an interview, the Hollywood Reporter, Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, showrunner of Netflix, blah, blah. All right. So, Ciri will be played by Freya Allen from War of the Worlds, and Yennefer of Vengerberg will be played by Anya Shalatra from the ABC Murders. And I think that's like I looked up her on IMDb. She has like two things, and it's ABC Murders and ABC other show. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know.
It might be one of those breakout star things.
Good maybe.
Series and...
Hey, it worked for Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on Parenthood. It was the first time I ever saw that guy, and now, like a couple of years later, he's a super duper movie star. And okay, maybe I'm dumb. I am dumb because I didn't catch on to the whole Alucard Dracula thing. For some reason, it never clicked to me that his name was Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why he goes with the B.
Yep.
It's so stupid. I'm so dumb. I was like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan. It tricked me. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of people are complaining about how Yennefer looks incredibly young. And we know that, what's his name? Henry Cavill is playing Geralt of Rivia. So there's like a huge age gap between these people. But I think based on her headshot that Polygon had, and when I just looked up just to see who she was, she doesn't look as young as that headshot. But at the same time, Yennefer is like super duper old, and she uses magic to. I think she's a hunchback too. Like, she's some ugly, terrible person, but she uses magic to be some hot babe. So whatever, who cares?
Kind of like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right. And Game of Thrones is probably worse than a lot of that stuff.
Well, there's a character like that in Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree. Like, I've ever seen an episode of that show.
You should.
I should.
Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I should.
Really good.
Brandon, how do you feel about Xbox Live avatars?
Mine's been the same for a really long time. I think he's wearing a Mickey hat. And he has like a Honda racing shirt on.
Yeah, I saw mine for the first time the other night. I was playing Fortnite.
Yep.
And it has the Tomb Raider 2013 shirt on. He's got his the Normandy.
Oh, of course, you got to have the Normandy. Yeah,
it's like, wow.
Mine's
that was so long
mine's
ago.
the present. I think they gave during like one
that
of
was
the
at least 5 years
anniversaries.
ago. I made that.
So
avatar.
like my guy goes points to the present and pops up and he's all surprised. So
that's awesome.
no, I don't think anybody uses those.
No, I haven't. Mine's still wearing a winter jacket from many years ago because I used to just like change his jacket. Like, I had a jacket on if it was the fall.
I had to resize mine when the 360 went to the Xbox One because if you didn't resize, it was like this little tiny picture.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, like know your little picture.
Yeah.
If you didn't resize, it was just like this little tiny square you couldn't see.
I guess that's
You
how
had to
mine is too. Come
resize
to think of
yeah. So
Huh.
if you didn't go in and take a new screenshot, it just looked silly. But I don't, they were cool. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I never spent any money. I know there's people who are like, I got to spend all this money to make a character look cool.
it always throws me out. Yeah, I never understood that. I liked it when they were like, you can unlock it by playing Gears of War.
Yeah, like certain
you win like clothes. Or
Avatar,
something,
like
Avatar
a trophy.
Avatar Awards.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I got the shirt from Tomb Raider.
I think I got one for Portal. We have like a Portal gun.
Yeah, and that's where we got the Normandy.
Yeah.
I think it was Mass Effect 3, wasn't it? Or was it 2?
Was it? I thought I bought that. Maybe it wasn't on.
I didn't buy it. I know that.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. That was like 5 years
So
ago.
long ago, yeah.
Man.
But I mean, the last time I thought about avatars was because of Forza Horizon 4, because your avatar shows up and there's giant screen in purgatory when you win a race. And so your guy's dancing next to a car and there's a giant television behind you with your avatar face.
You got your shirt on, that pink T-shirt.
Pink T-shirt.
Did you reserve the game? Because you got that.
No, I added on Game Pass.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Because you got like that in-game shirt. It says like "Welcome to the Festival."
Oh, I don't know.
Because some guy thought it was like an actual shirt you got when you bought the game.
Oh, of course.
He
They
was
always
like,
do.
He was like screaming at us. And like,
I will say though, I didn't notice this because I think I did them. I only did like one or two. The game has the Forza Horizon 4 has these like beauty spots in the game that you stop and you just
look out, like an overlook. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh,
scenic
look at this
overlooks.
waterfall.
Yeah.
Well, what I didn't realize is that your avatar is there. And so let's say if you have your guy doing the flossing dance as like the thing that happens when you win a race. You'll be standing on this waterfall in this beauty shot, just flossing around.
Nice.
It's so dumb.
Wow.
The game is really embracing everything stupid about it, and I'm okay with it.
Wow.
I haven't even downloaded that yet. I gotta play.
You should, man.
Yeah,
You should play it.
Jamie's like he's relentless.
It's
my
good.
gosh,
Yeah. Well, Jamie played a lot of 3.
Oh,
I remember
he
that.
Still
so.
plays 3. All that the Hot Wheels stuff.
Absolutely.
He was going crazy.
Yeah, I want to download the Hot Wheels pack.
You know,
that was like $30 though, wasn't it?
I think it's 15.
Is it
Yeah.
cheaper?
It's either
now?
15 or 20.
it's 15 or 20 because I remember I spent I think about 35 on that and like the winter pass or something like that. Like I got all the DLC for it. But I don't know. Like I played the Hot Wheels stuff. Tremendous opening with the dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Because like you're on just like I don't know. It's always a Hot Wheel track and it just feels like it's so. I don't know. There's no like crazy turns. It feels like
it's not like stunt tracks like in GTA 5 Online where it's like upside down and
I mean, it is.
Loop-de-loops.
It is, but it doesn't feel as crazy.
Okay.
Like GTAs are just like someone crafted some wild stuff.
Yeah.
And this is like,
do.
hey, this is true to life. This is what Hot Wheels would do. So it's kind of neat. It's cool. It's awesome, but it's also kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because you're like stuck on these narrow paths until you figure out how to get the heck off that thing. I don't know. Game's good.
Cool.
Oh, that was the other thing I was thinking of because PlayStation, big digital sales, beating records. Hey, guess what? You get to maybe change your name in 2019 on the PlayStation.
It's in beta form right now for
Sweet.
the beta users, but it's finally, after all the PS3 and then now 5 years in the PS4, it's finally a thing.
What were they saying?
Not
It was
too
like,
worried.
yeah, they were like
It was like a technical
thing because of how like the PSP and Vita or something.
They all talk to each other like some database thing or something.
All right, round table. Brandon, can you change your name?
Nope.
Mark, you gonna change your name?
I've thought about it, but I've had Kaga Sakai for so long. It's like I can't get rid of it now.
He dropped it.
Oh yeah, edit that out.
Nobody had him.
I'm gonna turn up the volume on that
He's
one.
gonna put the name on the screen.
No.
Please, friends, now. And
No, edit that out. You
letters.
gotta. Where's the bleeper? Where's the button?
How many Twitch followers
hit the
or
button.
watchers do we have?
Oh man.
They all just added you.
Yep, that's right. 3 people.
Now you're gonna get that all those malicious messages.
Uh-oh.
It's set to private. So
What is the deal with that? Like, what?
I don't know.
people are saying, well, it's supposedly some message, and even if you get the message, they're saying like it bricks your PS4.
Do you have to read it then?
No, like it just
if you just get
it just
it, but I
pops
don't know.
up. But I don't know if it's like a bricking, but people say if you just do a soft reset, it just goes away. But they recommended that you set your settings to private, so only your friends on your list can send you messages. That way, some rando isn't like, oh, screw you and whatever in Fortnite or whatever they do. And
well, I was at church and these kids were doing dances because of Fortnite, and so I mean, I'd imagine it's probably a Fortnite kid trying to hack your account and destroy your PlayStation.
It probably is. It's probably all Fortnite kids.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to change my name.
You gonna change yours? You can't change yours, man.
I'll never change mine. Mine's good. I'm set.
I'm keeping mine because that's
You're
the
welcome.
same and everything.
Yeah, Mark and I basically just like hammered that one out in like a session one day.
Like, dude, you have to.
Mark
use
is so
this.
proud of this one too, and he should
It's
be.
the best.
He should be.
And I've got my also
Don't say it out loud, though.
My dad's
Come on.
license plate too. So
So speaking of PlayStation, there's one other one on here, and that's Borderlands 2 getting VR.
Yeah,
it's gonna quote unquote shove Pandora in your face.
Randy Pitchford needs to get some more money. They're stolen from him.
Yeah. What's up with that? Like his assistant stole all his
His assistant
money.
was just funneling money out of his account, like paying for stuff with his credit card. And he's like, "Yeah, I lost a couple $1 million."
But it's okay. My family's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
But I'm
affect
like,
this.
when you think about Randy Pitchford, do you think he's like a multimillionaire? I'm like, I never thought that.
I'm sure he's
I
got
mean, he
some
runs
money.
his game studio, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, he's
think
got all that Duke Nukem money.
That's true. Yeah, he's still living on that. He invested well.
Yeah.
He pulled out a Bitcoin before it dropped.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that looks interesting. Where's 3?
Yeah,
Where's 3?
That's where I'm at too, and it's. I don't know if you've read any of the stuff about the VR version of this, but you can't play. There's no co-op. It's single player only.
Right.
And they've changed how some of the mechanic stuff works in order to. They have like it's something that's BAMF, like bullet awesome mega time. I don't know, but it's some acronym. I should probably just look it up.
So what you're saying is they took the Vita version
yeah,
and they just ported it over to the VR.
It'd
if that's
probably be
true,
the easier one to do.
that's bad because that version is not very good.
nope, it was not good at all.
No. I was
Okay.
super excited.
Here we go. It's December
Vita.
14th. Unlike the original, the title doesn't feature co-op, but developer Gearbox has tweaked some of the co-op aspects of the original to suit this game's single-player design. For instance, in Borderlands 2, VR players can simultaneously drive a vehicle using the PlayStation Move controllers and aim its guns using the headset. The game also features a bullet time slow-mo feature called BAMF Time, Badass Mega Fun Time, that is included as an upgrade to existing abilities. So there you go. BAMF. It's no longer just this onomatopoeia for Nightcrawler.
And cuts.
But ting, dad jokes. All right. Golly, I think I only have one other thing on here, and that's Microsoft announces Project xCloud game streaming initiative.
Oh yeah.
So, have any of you really messed with, I guess, like streaming game service stuff before?
No, somebody was just did NVIDIA just one of the other companies just released theirs as well. Was it something through Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Oh, you got Assassin's Creed. The new Assassin's Creed
Right.
is streamable, and I've heard that runs really well. But it's like a beta, so it's like a randomized beta. But yeah, I had a friend who was playing it on his Chromebook with an Xbox One controller, and he said it worked perfectly as long as you have a good internet connection.
Yeah. And
So-
that's the thing I'm curious about is like how good does your internet connection need to be to make this sustainable for some of the stuff? Because like what Sony bought Gaikai, and then you haven't had PS Now. You've had just the PS TV stuff, right?
Yeah, PlayStation TV.
View.
Okay.
Yeah,
the View. There we go.
Don't use that anymore.
They dropped a lot of those channels, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why we got rid of it. But yeah, I think streaming for the gaming stuff will be a little bit more popular because I mean like you can run games that you couldn't run on your PC even if you have a lower end PC. Like I said, like a Chromebook.
Well, think about the Switch.
Right.
You know, the Switch is playing games like Assassin's Creed. Wasn't Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something like that? One of them that's
it's Odyssey.
Odyssey.
I know
and
Resident Evil was one of them.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bug flying around here.
Oh, look at that.
Fruit gnat or something. Oh, fruit fly.
Get out of here, meaty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like everyone's got like a streaming service. And I'm wondering if this is like hey, let's kind of start testing this stuff around. Let's try this stuff out to see if it's viable for this supposed next-gen system.
Well, there's that rumor, too, that, again, like with the Xbox One rumors, that they're going to have two different boxes.
Yeah.
The Scarlet will be the set, all in one box with physical media, where they'll have a streaming box or a cloud box or
for like less
money, something like that.
What was that original thing for the Xbox One? Because there was like a set top and then
yeah, it was just the kind of the same thing. It was a set top that did everything.
Just a digital only.
And there's a digital only box.
With no
it was just
optical
like
drive.
a streaming thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah,
I think even Sony rumored that, or that was a rumor for PS4 for a little while too, I think. But Xbox was the big one.
Yeah.
For sure, where it was a rumor that they were almost going to do it, and then they just, whatever.
Well, it seems like a lot of the industry stuff is going towards streaming services. I mean, just like a Game Pass or, so each EA has their, not streaming, but a subscription service where you sign up. And that kind of subverts like some of, secondhand sales, game sharing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Game sharing, I'm sure, is
they
allow it though. So
yeah, but I mean, like streaming services are a lot more. Like, think of how you watch TV; it's streaming services. Think of how you listen to music; it's streaming services.
Yeah.
Think of, even people do like fitness apps that are a monthly payment streaming service. So
that's true.
A lot of people want to jump into that, and they say, "Oh, it's only $5 a month," and they're banking on those people spending. The $10 a month and not using it much. Because, Netflix pays, when they have a movie on there, they pay a royalty every time you watch it. Mm-hmm. That's why every time you watch like a TV show, it asks you if you're still watching. So you're not just leaving the TV on and going through. So I think those gaming companies are seeing that, and they say, well, we could put a game out at $60, or we could get somebody for a year for $120, and that's maybe that person that'd buy maybe 2 games. So.
Yeah. So I don't remember if this is true or not. Does Game Pass have a streamable side of that too, or is it just the downloadable?
No, it's just the download.
I think
it's kind of the same concept when you think about it.
Okay. That's why Sony introduced theirs.
Yeah.
To counteract.
So much better to have that too.
Yeah.
So, I think subscription-based services are part of the future.
Yeah. And I know, I guess I do have one more story, come to think of it, with the talk of the PlayStation 5 starting, which, Sony's like, hey, we started working on it. And it's like, well, yeah, of course, you already announced that you were. What were you going to say?
Did you talk about that last week? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So that was...
We talked about Nintendo a little bit last week.
That's
true.
Switch.
Yeah. The Switch, maybe.
But yeah, Sony has made official their new system, so...
Yeah. And didn't they say, like, don't worry, physical media is still here?
Yeah,
like
more
in
or
that
less.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's probably part of the whole marketing thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you can share this with your
But
friends.
they had just some patent, too, they filed for... What do they call it? It basically was some fancy
Backwards
word. It
compatibility.
was some fancy term for backwards compatibility.
Okay.
So I think they'll make PS5 backwards compatible because people will
They'd be incredibly smart to do so
and
at this
they'll,
point.
they'll jump ship right away. Too.
Right.
I mean, not jump ship, but they'll upgrade right away.
Yeah.
You know, I can play all my PS4 games and whatever on PS5.
Right.
You know, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 launch title probably.
The
I
PS3
could
was
see
just
that.
so hard because it was a different architecture.
Yeah,
It was
it
set
was.
up. So they were
Yeah.
like, we can't even start to emulate most of these games.
And I wonder because like a lot of people talk about how why can't they just emulate? I mean, granted, PS1 they could probably do PS1, right?
Right.
PS3 understandable, 'cause sell stuff, but like PS2, how good is emulation of that on the PC? I don't actually know, but
Right.
I can't imagine it's great because 64 is a hard one, and PS1 still has problems being emulated. So I think people are forgetting that that's not just like an easy thing to just do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The PS3, PS3 had to have a like almost a PS2 in it. Wasn't that kind of how it worked?
Yeah,
that is how
the original
yeah.
systems had the cell, or not the emotion engine.
Yeah.
Like on the board, it was
Yeah.
part of the system, which
Yeah.
is why it was $600 too.
Right.
Part of the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and then when they went to the software one, you started seeing a lot of glitches,
And that was
certain
the
games
80,
didn't work.
Yeah, the 80 gig with the 4 USBs was
Yeah.
emulation, and
Yeah.
like a couple of games either didn't work at all, or they had like I think Devil May Cry had a bunch of glitches in it, or just
I was
just-
playing Siphon Filter, the whatever that Dark Mirror, whatever that PS2 one was called, and like the gun was floating above my head, but it was animating like it was in my
Yeah.
hand still.
Yeah.
Like the game played fine minus the gun floating around,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know. I would it'd be awesome if it would at least play PS1, and if they found a way to do 2, awesome, great. But do 4 and 5. Just do that. It'll be fine.
I think when you're talking PS5, I think as much as I love the PS1 and the PS2 in some regards, going back that's almost 20 years. You're going
Yeah.
back.
And I get like
I mean, it'd be
preservation and stuff
cool,
like
but
that, but
I don't know.
That's why Sony just wants you to
That's
pick
kinda-
up
that's
that
kinda-
PlayStation 1
that's
classic.
kinda
that's
reaching.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Buy the classic. There you go.
There you go.
So what do you think? We'll see. They'll like, hey, here it is, and talk about it in 2019 and then 2020, or what do you?
No,
think?
they won't talk about it in 2019.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. Because they
Some
have.
people are saying we'll see at least one new box next E3 next year.
I think if you
Not releasing in 2019, but they'll start. Hey, here's the ball. Let's get it rolling.
I just think like
And then-
if you're gonna announce, if you're gonna have The Last of Us 2, Days Gone, it's Ghost of
Shishima.
you're gonna have Ghost.
You can almost bet though that Last of Us 2 will be a double dip. They'll totally do a
Maybe, but I mean like,
yeah.
assume that they don't. You have these games coming out that are like your big. Let's say they're the last hurrah for the PS4. I don't know if you'd announce a PS5 in the same year that you do that, unless they're all going to be like, and they're also PS5 games.
Yeah. Well, you could do like say Days Gone in February. You
Yeah.
could do Ghosts in the spring, Last of Us in the fall, and then fall 2020, a year later, you got
But
the new
then,
box.
for people who wait for games like Last of Us 2 and like they're waiting for this big set of games for 2019, if you then say in like halfway through the year, by the way, PS5 is coming, like, well, I'll just wait.
Yeah,
Like
could
that would be
too.
my thought anyway.
Yeah. Which is why they might double dip on a few.
Right.
And some people still say like, "Oh, I'll wait till the PS5 so I have to buy a PS4 because there's still no games on the PS4. It has no games."
That's funny.
People still say
Dumb.
that. They
Right.
still. I just had a guy last week say that.
How about VR? You think Sony will carry over and either
There was a rumor, some article that was saying that they have.
an upgraded
They're working on an upgrade.
VR?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And this guy was reaching, but he was like, "Oh, 4K per eye and blah blah
No.
blah." I'm like,
No, it's
"Dude,
not even
not even
Oculus is working on
Yeah, it's
stuff
not even
like
cost
that.
efficient. And
Yeah.
They'll probably do something, but he was like, wireless perhaps, and
I can see
wireless would be
wireless.
nice,
Yeah,
but
so-
again, that's a stretch.
yeah.
I don't know if it's like too much of a stretch though, because I mean we just talked about the Oculus thing, which that's a
Right.
different thing. 'Cause it's all self-contained.
Mhm.
But I believe the wireless options are becoming like not out of the question
Right.
in like the last year.
Sure.
But-
It's just latency. I mean, 2 screens having to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the new one had like 1080p per eye, that'd
Yeah.
still be an upgrade.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean 4K per eye would be like crazy, but
Mhm.
I don't think it's gonna be that nuts.
That'd take a really powerful system.
It would,
so.
yeah. which they probably won't. I mean,
A powerful system like the PlayStation 5,
Maybe.
Do you guys think the 5 would be like a big jump? I feel like the jump's going to be kind of small.
I'm worried about.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Because you got the Pro. The Pros, though, is basically an overclocked PS4.
Yeah, the Pro's not as big of a jump as the X.
It's not.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we all know
what you
that.
got to look at is like current high-end gaming PCs right now.
Yeah,
It's
that's where my
basically
brain's
what
at.
a PS5 is going to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Sony's planning
you're not
for,
going to be
like,
blown away.
But they're planning for 2 years out
I
now.
don't
So
think-
by the time that is out, that technology will be 2 years behind. You know,
Right.
so it's.
But I also think when you with the PC thing you're mentioning, Brandon, for me it's hey, you get way better frame rates all the
Right.
time. Like that's what I want to see. I want to see performance. Like the graphical thing, like I don't think we're gonna see a big jump. But I just want to see performance do the jump. Like why can't I play PUBG at 60 frames on an X?
Right.
I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We shall.
Should buy a PS4 though if you don't have one already.
Yes, seriously. Eric.
Yeah. Get on board. Best place to play.
Yeah, that's right.
He was telling me the other day that he was considering it for something.
Yeah, it was something really simple, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
I can only imagine that Black Friday or like the holiday deals.
He was
this year are
asking
gonna
about
be
that too.
kind of,
Because what was that last
little
year?
bit better deals.
It was like the PS4, like 1 terabyte was like $199.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was $200
with
for
a
those.
$50 gift card.
Yeah. That's
Like,
a
are you
given.
kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
dudes were like almost fist fighting on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day for those
Right.
things.
So, I
'Cause we
mean-
ran out like right away. They were
Yeah.
gone.
Well, you
Yeah.
could sell it early for $199. You just didn't get the gift card. So like my store only had like
That's
2
true.
or
Is that what it was?
3
Oh, that's
Yeah.
for
right.
Black
That's
Friday.
right. Because people were
'Cause we
coming
could
back to
Yep.
redo it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's
That's
got to be
right.
some deals this year. I mean, I'm even thinking Nintendo might do a pack-in,
I think so.
like a digital pack-in, Mario Odyssey.
Even
or
our
Breath
trade
of the
deal right now
Wild.
for the X is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
So there's going to be
Ugh.
some good deals, I think, this holiday.
yeah, I
don't
think my
have-
buddy is going to come back and do that deal. So
It's nuts.
He's-
You're
yeah.
you're getting $200 for your original OG
Original
Xbox
fat, yeah.
One, your original fat.
and
Yeah.
is it $250 for the
For the
S,
Slim,
right? So
yeah.
he's got my old Slim.
I mean, not counting the cost you pay for the Slim in the first place, you're getting an Xbox One X for $250.
$250. Yeah.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a nice upgrade.
There's nothing to play on it.
It's funny because because of Forza and PUBG, I've been actually playing my Xbox
Right.
more. But once Red Dead comes out, I'm sorry.
Right.
I mean, I'm getting it on PS4, but
Right.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I'm still debating where
so
I get the
excited
Division
for
though.
that.
That's the hard one for me.
PC.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Maybe it'll be crossplay now. Who knows?
I don't know if Ubisoft will make the jump or not.
Yeah,
but-
probably not.
Did you guys get that one
What?
from vendor? The
I don't think they'd said
Division?
anything.
Division. Yeah.
On PC, we did.
I think we did. Yeah, we got
Oh,
everything
really?
Ubisoft PC because I have like
We got-
the code
we got
for like
Odyssey on
Assassin's
PS4.
Creed and PC as well.
and PC.
Oh, okay.
But,
But it's like we got a bunch of PC games this year. Like,
yeah, Rainbow Six Siege. And,
They didn't give you a PC like.
No.
yeah,
Give you
just give us a
What are you
PC.
gonna play it on?
Right.
This new.
Well, we thought that Gabe was gonna hand us a couple of years ago.
oh yeah,
when-
the,
Yeah, that's
the
right.
Alienware.
Yeah,
the
when
box.
Gabe was on stage, we were like,
that would have been sweet. Dude.
"Ooh, we're getting a PC. We're gonna," or I thought we were getting like bought out by Steam.
Yeah.
We're like, wait for it, but no.
The best was last year though. Yeah, that's right. You
Yeah.
were there too when like we got the Xbox One X,
Mhm.
and then they were talking about like the 4K TVs, and everyone's like,
Oh, that's right.
"Oh my gosh!" And they
We're
were like,
getting a TV. No,
and then they didn't say, "Yeah."
just kidding.
Because like, that was like Greg.
Probably would
He
have
was
been a
like,
crappy one though.
like Greg was like, "Oh, I will die if they give us a TV." And
No, the one they gave out in their breakout room actually wasn't a bad one, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a pretty high-end Samsung one or something like
that was like this year in the Sony room. They were teasing that SCUF controller.
Oh yeah.
And like the whole time, Jamie was like halfway out of his chair, like, "Oh, oh," and he sat back down. He's like, "I will die if we get this controller."
Right.
Oh, Jamie, what a character!
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's exciting times ahead. It's
Yeah.
always fun when a new consoles come around. They're getting rumored, and hopefully we'll see a new Ridge Racer on the PS5. That'd be kind of cool.
Ridge Racer.
Just it's
I love
been a couple
Ridge
years
Racer-
because
Ridge Racer
PS3
on
had
PSP.
PS3
Yeah.
had
That was my favorite.
Ridge Racer 7, and
Yeah, but
even the PSP had a Ridge
it's
Racer.
pretty bad though.
Well,
on
it was still a Ridge
PS3.
Racer launch.
When are we gonna
you
get what was it that Jet Simulator game that was supposed to come out on PS4 with
What?
VR?
The jet simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace Combat.
Ace
you're talking
Combat.
about?
Yeah. Well, not simulator,
like
but
it's. Did you see too? Like the whole game isn't like VR.
Yeah, it's like
it's like
portions.
one
that's
one
so
or two
dumb.
missions.
Like they're missing out
Yeah.
on VR with something like that.
Yeah,
That game that's gonna be crazy in VR. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Mark's
I'll
gonna
probably get sick playing that for sure. Yeah. Oh, we'll see.
It'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Those are fun games. I like those games.
Yeah.
I want to get that it's Ultra Wings, or is that the name of that kids show?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the
That's the Nickelodeon show, I think.
Oh yeah.
Or no, Top Wing
Top.
is the one with the animals flying the planes around.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. I think
Okay.
Ultra Wings is a different thing. That's also probably a
kid's
Nickelodeon
show.
show. But no, there's that. It's a VR game that's like fly around on this plane and shoot.
It was like
little-
the island, the
yeah,
flying
yeah,
island
yeah.
or
That
whatever.
looks
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded
It's
me
on
of
the network.
Pilot Wings. Yeah.
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 Looks neat. I want to give
Yeah.
that one a shot someday. But hey, speaking of Jamie, we gotta start thinking about some things to do for episode 100. I thought about maybe seeing if that guy would want to try and maybe swing on, but I don't know. I'll have to test some stuff out and see like if we can Skype him in on my iPad and just mic the iPad. That might work.
We might be able to do a direct port.
Oh, you're right. I
So
could
We'll talk about logistics on that later.
Yeah. So we might have some ways to maybe get him on. I threw out the idea of doing like a ask us anything type deal. See if anyone wanted to throw some questions for the show. Just have a QA section
get
or
like
something
a
like
net
that.
with some balloons in it and drop the balloons.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
yeah. In a cake. We can push our faces in the cake.
Push my face on the cake, guys.
But yeah, I mean, if I don't know if you guys have ideas or if anyone has suggestions on things that we should do on that big old day, or it's just we'll do the same. Old
What
thing.
number is this? 90.
This is 98.
98. Really?
So we'll
97?
do like 99.1, 99.2,
Yeah.
99.3.
We can't think of what to do.
Right, and then we can have our 100th episode.
We'll just take a break. We'll take a day off,
Right.
or a week off or whatever. Like,
Right.
oh, I didn't think anything. I don't know. We'll see.
We really, looking back at Vendor, I really wish we would have at least have attempted to try to get somebody to do like a voice or
Yeah.
like Reggie or that one guy, the anime guy or something.
My
That'd be
body
pretty
is
cool.
ready.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
the
well.
next level.
Well, I mean, the worst they would have said is no,
Right.
but
yeah, that's right.
whatever. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this podcast. So that's all I got. I guess I'm gonna take a huge sleep tonight.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. But,
Nope.
That'll be fun, too.
right?
No, allergies have been whooping me the last few days.
Yeah.
So
Under an hour.
yeah, it's a shorter one this
That's
week.
all right.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I think we're all exhausted
We're all a little
from a lot of
tired.
This
stuff.
weather
and-
is
Still
it's
fun, though.
draining.
Good to
Yeah.
be back, though. Good to have the whole unit
Yeah.
back. And
Yeah.
thanks again
absolutely.
to Ann and Eric. And
Yeah.
they're always welcome. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Was Eric here last week? I didn't listen to the show last week.
Steady and I staring
Wow.
at each other in a room.
Aw.
Yep.
Making kissy faces at each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Sounds
I'm
about right.
blushing now. Now I got to get out of here before I get the.
He's on to us. We can't play footsie on the table anymore.
Oh
What is
man,
that going on over there? What's happening?
it's my third leg. All right, so that's gonna do it.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Oh, goodness.
It's Austin Powers. Come on now.
I know.
Put a fork in it.
Gosh. Anyway, hey, thanks everyone for sticking it out here. And like I said, if you have anything, let us know. But that's gonna do it this week. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next level.
Yup, yup.
I see you.
Boom.